Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Look, Wrestling 101, classes in session. Pay attention to the teachings, that's from Andrew and Derek. I mean, these guys making a killing with no competition. Dynamic duo better than the Hardy Boys and the Dudley Boys. Everybody make some noise, mess with them, you get destroyed. They cannot be beat, take a seat. Watch them do their thing on the MIC. Face defeat, they cannot be seen like JC. Oh my goodness, it's a killing spree.
Hey, this is Magic, part of the Fat Boys with Big Man Jay Wise.
This is Jay Wise, and you're listening to Wrestling IQ 101.
Hey everyone, this is Andrew from Wrestling IQ 101. When I'm not hosting our podcast, I'm usually at collarandelbowbrand.com. That's right, Collar and Elbow is the only place that combines wrestling with street attire. And I know what you're thinking, I want to look fashionable too, and I also want to save 10%. So head over to collarandelbowbrand.com and use the promo code WIQ101 and look fashionable and save some money. And now, on with the show. Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of Wrestling IQ 101. I'm Andrew, and you can listen to Wrestling IQ 101 right here on YouTube. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Wrestling IQ 101. And today, on the phone with me, is Scotty Sariti. Man, how's it going?
It's going great, man. Thank you for having me. Excited to be on.
Yeah, man, I'm excited to talk to you, man. It's been a while. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're staying safe and healthy.
Hanging in as best I can.
Awesome, man. Awesome to hear. Now, Scott, you know, a lot of people are laying low nowadays. They're waiting this thing out, but not you. You're keeping a busy schedule, and in the next couple of weeks, I mean, you're at 4 different shows, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to stay as busy as possible, mainly because I can't sit still in one place for too long. So being able to get out and do these shows, and yeah, I've got one Friday this week, Saturday this week, and then next week, of course, I have Friday and Saturday again.
Sure. And, you know, the first one coming up, can you tell us a little bit about that? Uncanny Attractions?
Yeah, it's actually going to be live streaming on Twitch, and it is MV Young's Outdoor Polycult Party. It's taking place at a secret location in Brooklyn, but we've got MV Young versus Effie happening, which I'm really excited about. Billy Dixon's going to take on Erica Lee. Lee Moriarty is going to wrestle Zicky Haim, and Bobby Orlando versus Nick Sapp. So it's going to be a quick little outdoor adventure in Brooklyn, New York, that myself and Jimmy Riot will be doing commentary on live on Twitch.
Sure. Now you're known for your commentary. You're known for getting in the ring. But when you go up to Brooklyn, is there a favorite spot that you have to hit up? Is there some pizza that you like to grab or something like that?
The last time I was in New York, I was at a pizza place near House of Yes in Brooklyn, which is where Uncanny Attractions usually runs. Okay. And they had a crab pizza that was literally the most delicious thing I've ever eaten in my life. I tell everybody about it when they get booked there. Awesome.
But that's only your first stop, right? Because you're going to be at H20, right?
Yes, I will be at H20 on Saturday. Back in the Saddle Again is the name of the show. It's going to be a loaded card. We've got LowLife Louie versus Homicide happening, Matt Tremont versus Mouse in a no-rope barbed wire match, a fatal 4-way. Chuck Payne's going to take on Mark Angel, and there's just a lot to look forward to on this H20 card.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you have the Notorious 187 on the card, and somebody you know very familiar, Brandon Kirk, I mean, he's going up against Preacher, I mean, just a couple weeks ago, had a match of the ages with Casey Navarro. I mean, how crazy is that?
Preacher has always been a favorite for a long time, and Brandon Kirk is one of the most underrated talents in the state. 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I mean, I can't believe you have Lucky 13 on that show, Chuck Payne, like you said, Frankie Picard, Kit Osborne. I mean, what a card! What a show that night. If people aren't familiar with H20, what would you explain to them? If someone wants to either on the fence about going or not.
H20 is a little bit of something for everybody. It's run by Matt Tremont in Williamstown, New Jersey. If you've been to old-time wrestling shows several years ago, you've probably been in this venue. It's that building. And it does focus on professional wrestling. It focuses on storytelling. It focuses on good matches. Sometimes there are shows that are just death matches, but it's all about the wrestling at all times, and there's always something for everybody.
Sure, absolutely. And, it's going to be crazy because they also have their student shows. They also have training there that you alluded to. And but this Saturday, I mean, it's going to be wild. I mean, Jeff Cannonball and Mitch Fallon, they're known as the Lone Rangers. They have an open challenge. I mean, you and I can get in there, right?
Anybody can, but I will not be. I'm terrified of Jeff Cannonball.
Yeah, I guess I'm with you because I had my own health issues. But if you're feeling brave, you might have a chance to get in the ring with them.
I might have a chance to win a tag team championship.
Yeah, right. But Scott, I mean, it's absolutely incredible all the things you've been doing. I'm glad to see you keep them busy, but that's not the end of your busy couple weeks, right? Because the 7th and 8th, you're going to be a part of ICW.
Yeah, DeathMatch Circus. 2 nights of the most insane wrestling that ICW has to offer. It's out in Millville, New Jersey. It will be live on IWTV. You can use promo code ICWNHB for a 5-day free trial and see if you like it. It's a great time where we're able to actually sit and binge watch professional wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely. What are some of the matches that you're looking forward to that night, those 2 nights?
I'm definitely looking forward to Orin Veidt versus Alex Ocean. Those 2 guys are the future of deathmatch wrestling, and they're going to leave it all in the ring to prove that. Akira versus John Wayne Murdoch is going to be tremendous.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see Jeff King coming back.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see Eric Ryan and Eddie Only. That's a match that I've been looking forward to a lot since it was announced.
Absolutely. I mean, some incredible matches. Again, for somebody who hasn't been to ICW or on the fence about ordering the show, I mean, what can they expect?
So, ICW does primarily do death matches. However, there are still some really good, hard-hitting standard matches. I would turn people to Dominic Guarini versus Tony Deppen from the second No Holds Barred show.
Sure.
But it's an experience like you'll never have before, especially this show, because you're camping, and it's 2 days of events that start with No Holds Barred Volume 4, and then there's Campfire Tales after that, and then you have the option to sleep if you want to. And after that is breakfast, and then a weapons workshop, a Q&A with Abdullah the Butcher, hosted by H20 champion LowLife Louie Ramos. There's just a lot to take in, and also it's a concept that we've never really seen done in wrestling, because every match, instead of wrestling ring ropes, they do chains. So they try to look at it at a different angle. While it's limiting for some people, it's other people's best friend.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you just alluded to camping and wrestling. I mean, I never thought the two would ever be combined, but look at the times. I mean, you got to be a little creative, right, with these things?
Exactly. And it's all about the fans. Everything's about fan interaction, fan input, and the fans just having a great time.
Now, let me ask you this, Scott, because for somebody who hasn't been camping in a long time, what's your go-to camping thing that you need to bring with you?
I always have to have a phone charger and a pillow. That's it. I can pretty much sleep anywhere as long as I have those two things. Easily accessible to me.
All right. Well, if you want to head up there and you want to start camping, I mean, those are some necessary items to bring with you: a phone charger and a pillow, for sure.
Absolutely, and especially a phone charger for No Holds Barred weekend, because I'm sure Twitter is going to be talking about these shows incessantly.
Yeah, absolutely, right? and it's awesome.
I'm very excited.
It's awesome. I mean, you can hopefully camp out, have some s'mores, spend some time with other wrestling fans, and really kick back and enjoy the weekend, because, I mean, it sounds like it's going to be a blast. And I'm not getting anywhere near Abdullah the Butcher, though, because I've seen what he's done in the past.
Oh, no, yeah. I'm speaking of people I'm terrified of. I'm absolutely terrified of Abdullah the Butcher. But I have been for, like, my whole life, so.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's licking forks, but I'm sure he'll be nice and genuine to the fans and having a great time. And ICW, I mean, they've been on a roll. They've been having killer shows, and it's great to see that you're a part of that weekend as well.
Absolutely, and they're showcasing the future. Guys like Akira, Alex Ocean, these are guys that wouldn't necessarily get a shot anywhere except for ICW, and they've been showing their ass and killing it.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mance Warner, too. I mean, what?
I'm very excited about Mance Warner.
Yeah.
Very excited.
I mean, tremendous cards. I mean, it looks like, you have jam-packed your weekend, but if you are a wrestling fan, you want to definitely make sure you hit up one of these places for sure. And I'm sure all places are doing the right things with knowing that the coronavirus is still looming, right?
100%. The Brooklyn show was email invitation only.
Mm-hmm.
H20 has been complying with the state's 25% interior capacity rule because it's in New Jersey, so we can only have 25% of what full capacity is in any given building at any given time. Currently, at the time of recording this, that could change in an instant, of course.
Sure.
But the way they've been kind of recovering from not being able to have that many people in the building is they've been doing standing room only shows. You're allowed to bring a chair if you need one or you would like to have one. You're allowed to bring it with you, but they sell the tickets as standing room only because it makes everything look more full with everybody standing around the ring.
Sure, absolutely. So you don't have to worry. You're going to be nice and safe. You're going to be watching some great wrestling if you do attend any of these shows upcoming. But Scott, where can people get you or get tickets to any of these events if they want to stay in touch?
So, ICW No Hold Barred is actually the one-stop merchandise shop for ICW. You can get T-shirts, you can get hats, you can pre-order some items, and if you pre-order the items and you're going to be at DeathMatch Circus, use promo code CIRCUS at checkout, and you can pick up at the show. For H20, you can follow Matt Tremont on Twitter at TremontH20, and you can follow H20 on Twitter at H_2_O wrestling. As I said, as soon as I have the Twitch link for the MV Young show, I will be posting it all over my own Twitter, which is SC Sariti, SARITI. And yeah, just check out all those places. H20 also has a pro wrestling tees store that you could check out and support as well.
Sure, that's absolutely awesome. And Scott, I mean, you have anything of your own that you want to tell people about that you have upcoming as well, other than these shows?
I'm also going to be taking part in helping out, I believe, behind the scenes at the Violence and Suffering show that's happening live on Fight TV. And I just wanted to tell everybody about that show because it's supporting a great cause. It's some of the best professional wrestlers in the world, and nobody knows what to expect from it. So if you head over to fight.tv and search the letters VXS, you will find it, and you will see the night of action that they have planned for you. I also would like to tell you all about my Home Away From Home Unsanctioned Pro in Columbus, Ohio. Follow them at Unsanctioned Pro on Twitter, and watch them on IWTV as well. All their shows are up there, all the way back to the first show, Don't Try This at Home.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Scott, thank you again, man, for taking out the time, giving us some great insight about these upcoming events that you have, and the wrestling community can, choose to see if they want to go and enjoy themselves as well. So,
absolutely, dude. Thank you for helping me get the word out.
No problem, Scott. And for us, this has been Wrestling IQ 101. You can follow us on